Hi Nuno, how
Hello,
are you?
Chris. Okay.
If we could just start with some very early team news. I noticed at training today, no Ola Aina and Taiwo Awonyi. Would
Yeah,
either of them be ready for Monday?
we have to assess. Like you saw, you were there with us in the training session. They were not with the group, still carrying some problems. We have to assess them. It's going to be day by day.
How much of a psychological blow has the past couple of weeks been, just in terms of your results, but also the other teams around you gaining ground?
The blow is us. We were not able to perform as well as we wish. Especially the last game, we're not in the game, so that was a blow for us. In regards to the other teams, nothing has changed since last week. It's up to us. It's in our hands, and we cannot control them. We cannot control the results. We have to focus, and it's about improvement. Now it's about react and improve.
Is there anything you can put in terms of why you gave that performance last week? Is it anything to do with the pressure and the sort of intensity of that expectation placed on your players' shoulders?
No, look, if you watch the game as I did, the main thing was Everton. They played really good. They were dominant. They were physical. They controlled the game. So that was the main aspect of the game. We're not able to get in the game. I didn't feel, only a small spell in the second half. But the main reason is Everton, and the main reason to the future is going to be us improving, and the opponents that we have. The psychological part of this is what we've been facing since the beginning of the season. Every game requires focus. Every game requires concentration. Nothing has changed.
I don't know if you saw Jamie Carragher's analysis on Monday Night Football. He was sort of talking about the build-up to the goal you conceded, and he was sort of pointing out how open you maybe were to the counter-attack and sort of pointing at you on the touchline. You seemed to be trying to tell your players where they were leaving some spaces or some players free, which led to the goal. Is that something you've been working on with your players? Was there a bit of naivety there?
Yeah, I didn't saw, but it's clear that it was an offensive corner. It was an offensive corner, and we were desperate to score. And you are desperate to score. Sometimes you don't are so accurate on your balance and the position of the players. And yeah, I was if I could, I go inside and chase the ball. But like everybody, we were punished by our own mistakes.
Is that the frustration sometimes as a coach, as a manager, when you're there and you can plainly see where players need to be?
It was 30,000 people frustration on that moment. 30,000 people frustrated.
Do sometimes you have to rather? I think there might be an element of panic with some fans when they're seeing sort of Newcastle overtake you in the league, and as I say, teams catching up. Sometimes you have to step back and really look at the positives. You're getting ready for an FA Cup semi-final soon. You are still well in the race for a Champions League place. Sometimes you sort of have to realise that expectations have maybe risen a bit too far.
No, the expectation around us started the moment that we were able to really perform and get results. So that's the expectation of us achieving something that was not in the initial plans, to fight for the competitions that we are fighting the moments. But that is just to please us. We are delighted. We embrace the challenge. It's not stepping back. We're stepping in. We want to embrace it. We want to try and get it. It's going to be very hard. But believe me, we are stepping in and putting everything that we have in this final moment of the season.
Tottenham play tonight,
yeah.
A really important game
yeah.
for them, which kind of could make or break their season. Do you think the outcome of tonight's game could really dictate the mentality that they bring in to Monday's game?
Chrissy, I cannot answer that, but for us, we're gonna watch the game. It's a big game for us as analysis. We'll determine what we expect on the Monday night lineup. So our focus is on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Rob.
Hi, Nina.
Hello.
Does it feel like you have quite a lot of evidence
to lean on with this group in terms of resilience and coming back from a disappointing result in your time with the group? You have that evidence that you can use and that knowledge.
We have the mutual knowledge of ourselves. We know each other, and we know better the players, and we know that we have to react, and we want to react on the Monday night, because this is how we work. We want to bounce back, but it's about improving individual now. Look, we're gonna give it all. It's not about now having confidence, which we have. It's about us working together as a group. To improve and to achieve what we want. These boys has been since the beginning of the season, since the first day. We cannot say even one moment that they were not committed to it, and that is the biggest strength that we have.
Has this clear week almost given you and everyone in the club a chance to instill that kind of fresh energy and that, like you talk about, stepping into the challenge?
Yeah, it was good, because we've been facing a tight schedule with a lot of big efforts from the players. Many of them struggling with some situations. But definitely. Look, we can speak whatever we want about psychology. It's about reaction, actions. More than reactions, actions. What we want. A clear week was good for us, because it allowed us more than anything to recover properly the players, not push them immediately after a big effort. Give time to recover. And Monday we're gonna compete.
Important for Chris Wood to have more time as well. Is his training schedule as it was, or is he having to manage?
No, of course we have to manage Chris. He's been out for a while. He was an injury that was unable for him to be in the previous games. Everton was good, but not as good as we want. Now we are positive that Monday Chris is going to be better.
What are your memories of Boxing Day, beating Spurs? You said enjoy the moment, City was alive, and it was at the end of this, well, not the end, it was part of this incredible run that you were on. And I talked about that resilience earlier. You'd had a couple of disappointing results, but then you went into this amazing run, and it kind of culminated with Boxing Day.
Yeah, I remember that game was a tough game. Like, it's going to be Monday. Spurs is a big team and a good team of players, and we know what we're gonna face. It's gonna be a different challenge for us, but we cannot predict a run. What we want is to prepare the game. More than anything, we cannot expect that what happened before is gonna happen again. So it's up to us to try and make it possible.
And I know the focus is on yourselves. Did you watch Newcastle Palace? Because you played Palace in a couple of weeks. So
yes, we watch. I watch. Yesterday was also Champions League, but I watch the Premier League because it's the competition that is matter, and we see that our opponents are there in the fight with us.
Champions League, does it make you...
Sorry?
When you watch the Champions League, is it still making you want...
No, look, you know me. I'm just thinking we have to find solutions for our squad. We have to find solutions for our team, and this is what we are focused on.
Good luck, Monday.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Jonathan.
Hello, Jonathan.
There's a lot of talk about Ange's position at Tottenham, and if they lose tonight, he might lose his job. We don't know that, but as a manager, how difficult is it to sort of pull the outside noise away and just focus on the job you've got to do?
All managers, we face the same. It's up to us to try and ignore and focus on the job that we can control. And like Ange, like me, like all the managers in the world, what we can control is prepare our players.